Welcome back to Web API Tutorials. I am Venkat. In this video, we are going to learn how to create separate entity type configuration file for each table. So till now we have used DB context file to implement configurations, entity type configurations for a particular table. So till now we have used, if there is any default data to be added, so we have used onModel creating method to add this data. And also if there are any entity type configurations, we have used same model creating. So right now we have one table. If you are working on real-time project, there might be more tables like table 2, table 3. So like this, so many tables will come. So you will create so many tables in your real-time project, right? So writing configurations or adding data in the same context file is little bit messy, right? So if there are 100 tables, so if you are writing all these configurations and adding data, everything, so doing everything in a single context file for all the 100 tables is little bit confusing, right? For that purpose, so there is a provision given. So you can actually do this in separate file for every table. If you want to create the configurations in separate file for each table, we can do that in Entity Framework. Okay, so let's start doing that. For that, we need to add a new class. Before that, let's add a new folder inside data folder. It's a configurations. So that's a config folder I wanted to add. What is the config? Student config. Let's add a class. Student config is my class name. That's the class. This is now simple class. Let us inherit it from entity type and entity type configuration student. Inside this, let's implement the configure method. Public void entity type builder for student. So what we did, we have simply created a class with our name. So with some name student config. This one is a user defined name. You can give any name. And I have inherited that from entity type configuration interface for student entity class. And I have implemented configuration method for this using the entity type builder. Okay, so here we can do all the configurations. First let's give the table name builder.toTable. What is the table name? Students. That's the table name. And do we have any primary key for that? Yes. Builder.hasKey. ID is a primary key. So let's go into our model and we can remove this actually. So we have added the configuration there, right? We can remove that key. Okay. So now let's add this auto generation. Okay. So let me remove this. So we have added this attribute for identity column, auto generation column. So let's add this from configuration file. So builder.property x.id use identity column. So this one is the identity column. If you want to configure ID column as an identity column, so this is the method use identity column. And what are the other properties we did? Let's go to the configuration context. So we don't need here. We are moving these to the separate file. Add here. This configuration file is only for student table. So it's a builder. So builder.property. So student name is required and all this we did. Okay, this one is not required. We need to add the data. Okay, need to add the data now. So here I'll add the data. Builder.hasData. What I did, So I have simply added that has data method to the builder.hasData, and I'm passing that particular data. So whatever we have written in the previous videos. So I'm passing this list, student list, as a default data. So now you can see this is more cleaner and standard way of doing it. So we have added student config file. Inside that we told this is the table, this is the primary key, and this is the identity column, and this one is required, and this one has max length, and like that we did all the configurations in a single file. Okay, we also added the data. So now you can see this context is very much clear. Okay, so now we have written all the configuration inside this configuration file. How does DB context know about this configuration, right? So you might get that question. So we need to add this configuration file. So inside this model creating, okay, let's do that. To do that, we need to write model builder dot apply configuration. So what is the configuration file? New student config is the configuration. So this is the only line we need to add here. So if there is a new table you are adding tomorrow, so you just need to add one more line here. So if you are adding one more table here, you need to give new table config. Okay. So here, if you are doing a third table, then new table. So like this, you need to add the configurations to the DB context. Okay, right now we have only one table. Let's continue with one table. So I have added all the configurations to the separate file, right? You can explore all other options. I have explained only few. So you can do dot. So you can see there are so many options. You can try all these options. This is how we can write entity type configurations in separate file. And this is how we can apply the configurations. That is it. Let us commit the changes. Save all. Moving entity type configurations to separate file. Commit, sync. All these changes are synced to Git repository. You can see these changes in Git repo. Thank you. For more videos like this, please like, share, and subscribe. So if you have any questions, please ask in the comment box. Thank you for watching.